Come with me as I prep for the SAVOR Food and Wine Festival. So I went to this event last year and I learned a lot, and so I came in with a better game plan for this year. My plan was to bring 4 10-inch cakes, each 4 layers tall, and then 750 cookies, give or take. So normally when I bake my cakes, I bake each layer individually in the oven, but because this event is all about quantity, I go ahead and make my cakes about 3 inches tall and then cut them in half, so tort them, so that way I have my 2 layers. I then go ahead and put in some dowels and then put a board in the middle between layers 2 and 3, so that way each person receives 2 layers of cake and 1 layer of frosting per slice. The reason I do this is because I don't have a lot of space in my car or any car that I've brought to SAVOR, and I need to find a way to have enough servings, but also not take up a lot of space. So therefore I have to build up, not out. And doing a 4-layer cake, but also cutting it catering style, which I'll show you in another video, I expect to get at least 40 servings per 2 layers of cake. And then I plan on cutting those servings in half again. So I plan on getting almost 160 servings per 10-inch cake. Times that by 4, I'm looking at about 600 servings of cake. And that's for an event that hosts 1,300 people. This year I was ahead of schedule, and so I wanted to decorate my cakes more than I did last year. And so I always go for a cake cone because they add a lot of texture and detail to the outside, but they don't take a lot of effort and time on my part. And then I also went for a cactus theme as far as the decoration on top. Again, cactuses for me are now pretty simple and pretty quick, but they're also really engaging and people really seem to love them. So it's all about adding decorative options to my table that don't take up a lot of time for me on the back end. And unfortunately, I kind of forgot to film a lot of the decorating process. I also did a live video on a lot of the decorating and then forgot to save it. But if you want to see more of my decoration, definitely search my channel. I have quite a few videos on it. Now that my cakes are built and in the fridge, come with me to part 2 and I'll talk more about the cookies that I made, how I did that, and then in part 3 I'll talk about the event as a whole.